Bombshell Production.
Alright, before we start today's video, I want to send a shout out to my sponsors of Project Batmobile, GC Tuner, and also 3.8 Performance. Special thanks to Jay from GC Tuner for hooking it up on the parts. And I will leave a link to the transmission mount that will be installed in this video, and also the test pipes that I also ordered from gctuner.com. Make sure you go to gctuner.com and check out all their aftermarket parts for your Genesis Coupe. And also special thanks to Dustin Davis, 3.8 Performance, for actually helping me install the transmission mount. I hope this video was informative to you guys. Hope you enjoy it and have a blessed day. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Kevlar82 TV, your positive co-culture channel. Today, dude, we're doing another part of the Project Batmobile video series, dude. Today, we're going to be installing another aftermarket part. Today, we're going to be installing the Megan Racing transmission mount, dude. It's pretty awesome, dude. I installed test pipes on the last one. Make sure you check that video out. I did that one myself, dude. It wasn't too difficult. Don't be intimidated by this type of stuff. But today, I recruited some help from my man Dustin Davis, 3.8 Performance. As you can see behind you, man, dude, there's his Genesis Coupe right there behind me, his 3.8 R spec. My car is already on jacks or whatever in the background or whatever. But first, before we get started, we're gonna go ahead and unbox the transmission mount. I'm gonna show you the fancy little packaging that Megan Racing put it in and everything like that, dude. And then we're gonna go ahead and get under the car and show you some of the nuts and bolts you gotta remove or whatever. But got my man Dustin Davis already getting started on and everything like that. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so check out the packaging, man. Look at the box that it came in. Thing is crazy. I'm gonna open it up, see if I can do it with one hand. I'll show you guys how it came. That side. Some nice stickers it came with. Little, I'm not even sure what that is. A card or some kind. And that's pretty much it. But just that packaging, the outside is pretty fancy. And then here's the actual mount. That's what it looks like. Take it out. Hold on, I'm trying to do this with one hand. Give me a second. There we go. So there we go. We'll be able to use this for comparison when we take out the stock one and take a look at the differences between the stock and aftermarket. We'll do that comparison once we get it out. But we're gonna go ahead and jump into getting started under the car and everything. So first thing we're gonna do is take off the bottom splash shield to get to it, man. Pretty simple with the tools you need for that. You know what size is that, Dustin? The ratchet piece?
10 millimeter.
10 millimeter, so it's a 10 mil. If you guys can find your 10 mil, because you already know how that go. Very commonly used ratchet always seems to be the one that's missing, whatever. So it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward with the splash shield. So once we get that, then we'll go ahead to removing the next part. You guys remove the splash shield. You want to get a jack to actually hold up the transmission before you start taking things apart. You don't want anything bad to happen. That transmission fall out of you. And then you said 14 mil, Dustin?
Yeah, 14 mil.
Yeah, so you get your 14 mil ready for the cross member. And you said the cross member, and what was the other thing?
The actual trans mount itself.
Oh yeah, an actual trans mount itself. Yeah. So yeah, as you can see. All right. So what were you saying?
This is your transmission cross member.
Yeah.
This is what holds the transmission to the car. Bolts to the frame right here. There's 4 bolts, 14 millimeters, and then the trans mount is mounted right here on the cross member, and that's what connects the transmission to the cross member.
Oh, okay.
And then the mount itself is bolted to the transmission, 2 bolts on each side. Well, actually, this side's nuts, this side's bolts, but they're 14 millimeter.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you just need leverage to get them off. Not too much. And they just come out by hand. They're only about 20-25 foot-pounds.
Alright, so once you remove it, that's what it looks like on the other side. And there's the actual transmission mount. Here we go. Alright, so I'll pull it out and take a look at it.
You want to show them up here, just a clear view of what it looks like.
Yeah, so that's what it looks like underneath. And the bolts were removed and everything like that. Let me show you guys what it looks like connected to the thing. Ooh, sorry, it's tight under there. So here it is. Here's the old one. That's what it looks like. I'm gonna show you guys comparison to the new one. Put over here. So what's the difference? Go like that, right? Yeah. So I'll give you guys a visual comparison. This one right here is a lot softer. And that's stiff. Super stiff. You can tell the way it's made too. The way the center right here has that, and then this one, it's like hollowed out in the middle. Yeah. So way better. Definite improvement. So
this is how it bolts. This is how they trans-mount bolts to the cross member, these 4 bolts. So you can undo these with it in the car. It's up to you. I just like to take the whole thing out by itself, all in one piece. But then install this on the transmission first, and then put the cross member in, and then do these bolts up.
okay.
For me, it's easier that way, but
Yeah.
everybody have their own preference.
Okay.
So go ahead and take these out.
Alright, so yeah, we use 12mm for those. Alright, so the way we're going with this one is we're gonna put the transmission mount that to the transmission first, and then mount the cross member afterwards. This way is a little bit easier. If you guys want to do it this way, it's up to you. But yeah, so that's what we're going with. You see, he's putting the bolts in, and the way that, don't worry about which direction it goes in, because it's universal. You can flip it, you know. So there you go.
Foot-pounds.
So 25 foot-pounds in the torque wrench for when you go to tighten down the transmission mount. There we go. So yeah, there you go. After you torque it down 25 foot-pounds, then the next step is the last step pretty much is putting back the cross member, correct?
Cross member on, yep.
Yep. So we're going to jump on that. So, all right. So yeah, when you guys go to put it in, I'm gonna turn towards the front of the car, right, and show you the bolts, the way it goes. So this, where's the arrow at? Right here. The arrow should be facing up towards the hood. So just letting you guys know, just for a point of reference, so you're not putting it backwards. So we're gonna go ahead and put it in there. All right. So what were you saying? You said.
Yep. So we just put the cross member in, just let it hang. Get 2 bolts on one side. And then after you do that, you can come in, and it'll be a little bit easier to get your nuts onto the trans mount.
Yeah, through the hole.
Actual mount.
So how much for the ones in the middle, the torque specs?
Same thing.
Okay.
25 pounds.
All right, 25 pounds for the center ones. That's after you torque down the ones on the outer side first to get it all the way pushed all the way up there as tight as it needs to go, and then you torque down the ones on the transmission mount. So do it like that. And once you do that, you're done. There you go. Alright, the last step is, of course, putting the splash shield back on, tighten up all the bolts and everything. And that's it. After that, you're done. Alright, so that's going to be it for today's video, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully it was informative. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up on our social media. Remember, Kevlar82 on all social media platforms. Make sure you follow my man Dustin Davis, 3.8 Performance on Instagram. I'll put it down below right now. Also, we're going to be doing a video later on when we have time, discussing a little bit more about his business and what he does and everything like that. For you guys that don't know, he also does engine leash. He does pour and polish upper and lower manifolds. Dude, man, it's awesome, dude. Just check his out. Check out his Instagram. DM if you have any questions. He's very knowledgeable. One of the fastest NA 3.8s in Southern California, and we got some stuff coming up later on too. We're gonna make it a little bit faster, so you guys stay tuned. We got the Gen Coupe. It now has test pipes and the Megan Racing transmission mount, dude. Smoother shifting on red line, dude. I'm ready for the track. But I'm thinking possibly if I'm gonna hit the track, I'm probably gonna have to get some tires too. So I'm gonna have to talk to some of my connections and probably get a set of Federals or something like that, or I might just run these tires and then get some Federals later on. But catch me at the track, man. That's gonna be coming soon. I don't know when, but I'll let you guys know. We're gonna continue the build for Project Batmobile. It's only the beginning, man. We're gonna keep it going, dude. But I enjoyed it, man. I had a good day today, man. It's very busy, been very productive, man. A lot more things planned for the channel and the brand of Kevlar. So the Kevlar brand is going to a whole nother level, and I'm gonna take you guys with me. So as I always say at all the end of my videos, remember, always see the glass as half full, not half empty. It's your boy Kevin Smiley signing out. Kevlar82 TV. Peace.
Hey y'all, this Genesis Coupe, this isn't mine. Hey, check this out. I'm in the one of the fastest Genesis Coupes in Southern California right now. Driving it, dude. Check it out.